Hi everyone, my name is Praveen Mali and you are watching OpenShift 4 Authentication series. If you have not watched the previous videos, the links are in the description. Let's continue with today's video, which is on GitLab IDP. With GitLab IDP configuration, users are able to log into OCP with GitLab credentials. To work with the GitLab, we need a GitLab client application and GitLab custom resource with acceptable values. Let's move to register an application on a GitLab. Now we are logged into the gitlab.com. Now let's go to the right side of the top, click on the profile icon, search for the preferences, click on it. It will open a new window. Go to your left side, search for the applications, click on the applications, add your application name such as GitLab, add the redirect URL. For that, we need a OAuth server name. So we'll go to our CLI, we'll execute ocget routes space hyphen capital A command. Okay, and now we'll copy this authentication server name. Let's go to our web GUI, add the redirect URL as https:// then OAuth to callback and the redirect URL application name, that is GitLab. Okay, now move to next. There are different scopes available here like API, read user, read API, read repository, write repository, read registry, write registry, right? Sudo, OpenID, profile, email. Mostly we need an email scope to get GitLab working. So as per your convenience, you can choose the different scopes. Click on this Save Application tab over here. Okay. Now it will create an application ID and secret ID, right? And this is our callback URL. Make sure copy this application ID and secret ID somewhere safe because we need these details when we are configuring our OAuth configuration. Now let's move to our presentation. We have just created an application on GitLab. Let's move to create a secret for the GitLab. Here is the command: oc create secret generic secret name hyphen from literal equal to client secret value and hyphen n OpenShift config. Where secret name is any generic name you can use, and secret is a value created with a GitLab application. You can see the example over here. Let's move to CLI and create a secret. Here you can see that I have already pasted the command, which is oc create secret generic GitLab from literal client secret, and this is the client secret value which is created from the GitLab application. Let me hit the enter. You can see that secret GitLab is created. Just check one more time. Oc get secret GitLab hyphen n OpenShift config. Okay, now you can see that GitLab secret is created. As the secret is created, let's move to our next part and move to our presentation. Our next task is to add OAuth configuration for GitLab. Here, mapping method we are using as a claim and type is a GitLab. Client ID is the value generated from a GitLab application. Client secret we just created a few minutes ago. Here is the host URL of a GitLab provider. This could either be https://gitlab.com or any other self-hosted instance of GitLab. Here you can see that client ID is the application ID created in the GitLab application. Let's move to CLI and create a custom resources for a GitLab. OC edit OAuth. Okay, just scroll down. Okay. Just to save the typing time, I have already added the GitLab configuration over here. You can see that client ID and the value I have already added it with the client secret name. This is our URL and the type will be the GitLab. Let's make sure to save this configuration. Okay, So I haven't made any change. That's the reason it said no changes made. Now just run the OCGet routes -n OpenShift console command. Now here we need to copy this console link and open this link in your browser and try to log in with the GitLab authentication. With the console link, we have opened the GUI link over here. So now click on the GitLab IDP. So it should be logged in with the GitLab user in the OCP environment. Okay, here you can see that the user Praveen Mali is logged in with the GitLab user ID. So to get more details of user, we can move to the CLI. Here we can run OCGet user command to see the more details of the user. Here you can see that the user details. Its user is logged in with the GitLab IDP. Hope you understood the GitLab IDP now. With this point, we conclude this video. See you in the next video to learn more about the other IDP configurations. If you like the video and want to learn more about the latest technical stuff, click on the subscribe button. To get newly uploaded video notification, click on the bell icon. You can share your thoughts in the comment box and let me know on which topic you need the next video. Till then, have a great day ahead. See you in the next video.